Hey guys, welcome back. Ducks Hockey and More coming back at you. It's been a little while. I had a lot of work things going on, so I do apologize, but I wanted to come at you this week with a quick playoff update, and then I want to dive in to the Anaheim Ducks and that number 2 overall pick. Stick around. Okay, so let's dive in real quick here to the playoffs, okay? It's been a couple of weeks. Lots gone down, specifically the Florida Panthers. What the hell, man? Are you guys watching this? Remember what I said? If you watch Ducks Hockey and More, you know that I talk about how any team can win on any given night. And when the playoffs start, everything starts over. It's all about trying to get in. Doesn't matter what position you're in. Obviously, you want to be higher for home ice issues and getting that home ice advantage. But ultimately, it all starts over. It's like a whole new season and it's ramped up another notch, right? So Florida pounded their way and got into the playoffs with that wild card number 2 spot, okay, pushing out the Pittsburgh Penguins who stumbled there late in the season. And they've been riding that wave, taking on the Boston Bruins and handling them, taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs and handling them. I'm sorry, but man, the Florida Panthers are playing, to me, like a team that wants it more than anybody else right now. I mean, Carolina is next, and shoot, man, I can see Florida handling them too. The way they're playing, Carolina better step up their game. And they played well. They beat the Jersey Devils in 5, 4 games to 1, just like Florida took care of Toronto 4 games to 1. So, it's going to be a great series. The teams don't have to travel very much. That's the advantage of the Eastern Conference. So lucky for them. But hey, it's going to be a great series, so definitely watch that. Here's the thing, though. I mean, Toronto. What's Toronto going to do moving forward? And I just want to touch on a few things real quick, and then we'll move on a little bit. But, I mean, what happens to the Leafs now, right? I mean, you've got the core 4 players that the team revolves around, right? They brought in all those other players. I think it was like 6 before the trade deadline. Ryan O'Reilly being the big name there, and Achari, and there's just a slew of players that they brought in. Jake McCabe. So it's like, what do you do now? You made all these trades at the trade deadline. You were the team, man. You were the team that was going to take on Boston and maybe beat them and maybe go to that Cup final, right? And here you are, you lose in the second round. You got out of the first round, but you fell to the wild card team in the second. So what happens? What happens to that core 4 players? What happens to Auston Matthews? He's got a year left on his contract. Does he start to think about bouncing house? Does he say, I want out? Toronto's got to find a home for him, make a trade happen or something like that? I don't know. What happens to Kyle Dubas, their general manager? I mean, he's like 1-4 or 1-5 in the playoffs. All first round defeats except for this. Last year they finally got through the first round, but they lost in say. I mean, it's horrible. What happens to Sheldon Keefe? I like Sheldon Keefe. He's a young, good coach. What are they going to do with him? If they let Dubas go and bring in a new GM, what does the new GM do with Keefe? What are your thoughts? Toronto fans, if you're watching, let me know what you guys think. What do you guys want to see happen to this team? Do you want to keep it together and try to hold on to what we've got and not lose too much and try to roll with it next year? Or do you just kind of revamp it, let a lot of people go, not all of them, but a lot of them, and try to make this a new team going into next year? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Hey, Florida and Carolina, it's going to be a great series. You got to watch that. Carolina handled New Jersey in 5 games, and good for the New Jersey Devils. Next year, they're going to be back, and maybe this was a good experience for them. I'm sure it was, and maybe they'll go even farther next year. I think the big question in New Jersey is going to be Lindy Ruff. Does he come back as their head coach after having such a successful season, or does he go bye-bye? There was a lot of question marks, speculation going into this season that this would probably be his last season if they didn't do well, or he would get ousted early. But because the team started cranking hard and got to the top of the NHL and stayed there, do they want to hold on to him? Well, we'll find out. Look, let's go to the West real quick. Knights and Oilers. Look, they're playing right now. It was 2-1 Oilers the last time I checked it. By the time you guys watch this video, that game will be decided. Hopefully the Oilers push it to Game 7. I really want the Oilers to go to the conference final and the Stanley Cup. I'm rooting for Draisaitl and McDavid. I really am. I want them to get there. They deserve it. They've been playing their asses off. I want to see the Oilers get there. So hopefully they can push it to a Game 7 tonight and then take Game 7 and go. But we'll see. It's a great series so far. And then, of course, the Kraken. The Kraken are showing everybody that they want some respect, right? I mean, they are now Game 7 against the Dallas Stars coming up on Monday, tomorrow. Who would have thought, man? I mean, they are a very good team, and I think a lot of teams now moving forward are going to have a lot more respect for them. You know what I mean? They have proven that they are a good team. They're a contending team now, and only their second year, their sophomore season. Pretty cool stuff. So the West has yet to be decided who's going to that conference final. Might find out about one team tonight if the Knights can pull it off, but hopefully the Oilers push it to 7 and win that one. At least that's what I'm hoping. So there you go. I'm still hoping for a Carolina Oilers Stanley Cup final. That's what I want to see. That's just me. Okay, so here we go. We're going to the Anaheim Ducks. Okay, the draft lottery is over, right? We all know. Ducks fans know if you're either upset or you're happy, or you're kind of on the fence. You're just not sure what to think. But here's my thing. Look, here we are. We had the best chance to have a number 1 overall pick. And we got pushed to number 2. And the Chicago Blackhawks, an original 6 team who's lost their 2 franchise players this year. Kane's gone. He's in New York. Taves isn't going to come back. You know what I mean? Here's this team, an original 6 team that's got a lot of problems. They're losing their 2 rock stars that got them cups. You know what I mean? And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, of course, they get the number 1 overall pick. And of course, we all know who's going to go and become a Chicago Blackhawk, Connor Bedard, right? So, hey, look, Connor Bedard is an amazing player. He's a franchise player, but he's not going to be a Duck, guys. So guess who will be? I'm putting money on Adam Fantilli, okay? Yes, he's the number 2 ranked North American skater. Everybody predicted that he would go number 2 no matter what. Well, I feel the same way. I feel like the Ducks, Pat Verbeek has plainly said it, okay? He wants to build, championships are won by goaltending. How many times have I said that? Defense. How many times have I said that? And a good down the middle core, okay? Your center position. If you're really strong down the middle, your defense is solid, and your goaltending is solid, that's how championships are won, right? Well, our core centers right now, okay, when you've got Mason McTavish, young guy, great center. You got Isaac Lundestrom. We've got Ryan Strome, who we brought in last offseason, right? You can even say Trevor Zegras, but he can play the wing as well, right? So there's a lot of upside to our center's position moving forward. Now, the only thing the Ducks are lacking are that big physical. Isaac's a pretty big guy, but he's not the physical type. McTavish, I think, could be a little bit more physical. He has the body and build to be more physical, and I think that he probably will get there. But Adam Fantilli, he's a center. He's 6'2", guys. He's 195 pounds. He won the Hobey Baker in the NCAA for Michigan as a freshman, guys. He just finished his freshman year, won the Hobey Baker. He had 30 goals, 35 assists for 65 points. He was a plus 31. Okay, yeah, now you're thinking, oh, it's just college. College hockey is against men. These are adults. This isn't OHL, Western hockey, where you're playing over here in these minor leagues in Canada where it's mostly 17, 18-year-olds, you know what I mean? No, we're talking adults, okay? 18, 19, 20. The big guys running around on the ice playing college hockey, okay? They're not small bean stuff. This is a good center, and he's built and ready to go. Just like Jackson Lacombe is a defenseman playing for Minnesota, I believe. He's NHL ready. He's been playing in college. He's ready to go. You can watch the highlights. We saw him in the last couple games there with the Anaheim Ducks this season, and it was like, this guy's ready to rock. Okay, so Adam Fantilli is one of those guys where we're going to draft him, okay? And I guarantee you, I'm not going to say that. I don't want to say guarantee, but I almost 100% believe, 99.9% believe that Adam Fantilli will be playing for the Anaheim Ducks come next season. That's how good he is. The only thing that's going to keep him from playing is if the development team and the coaches for Anaheim decide, hey, let's give him 1 year down at San Diego, whatever, to play at a pro level and develop. And we'll probably see a few games out of him or something like that. That would be the only thing where we wouldn't see Adam a lot. They might want to just protect him a little bit, let him develop down there. But I honestly feel like he's ready to go. He's ready to go. And they'll probably just throw him in there, especially if he has a good camp. If he has a good camp and he's out there busting his balls and showing what he's made of, we could easily see him in the starting lineup come, probably October, right? So anyways, love this dude. He's the number 2 ranked North American skater. Everybody's predicting he would go number 2 no matter what team, right? So chances are he's going to be an Anaheim Duck, and I really hope he is. I was kind of hoping no matter what that the Ducks would get either Bedard or Fantilli, one or the other. So I'm very happy about the fact that we didn't drop below 2 and end up at the 3rd pick. I'm really excited for Adam Fantilli. At least that's how I hope they pick him. But long story short, we're getting number 2. Let's hope it's Adam Fantilli. Ducks fans, you got to go down below, okay? You got to go down below and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I mean, what are you waiting for, right? Go down there and subscribe. Jesus, get down there now. Do it. Smash the like button, okay? Hit the notification bell so you always get updates when I put out videos, okay? And help me blow this channel up. We're growing. Ducks Hockey and More is growing faster and faster every week, every month. Things are growing in the right direction. I need your help to do it. And it's doing it, and we're doing it, man. So help me do it. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it, and let's blow this up. So, hey, look, more to come. Ducks Hockey and More, playoff updates. NHL draft is coming. It's June 28th, okay? We still got a ways to go, almost a little over a month away now. June 28th in Nashville. Got to watch it. Adam Fantilli most likely going to be wearing a Ducks sweater, okay? Can't wait for that. So go Ducks. Smash the like button. Subscribe. I will see you guys on the next one. Go Ducks. See ya.